Hey, Wonder Friends, today we are going to draw a kitty cat ice cream cone. We're going to draw a cat and we're going to turn it into an ice cream cone. We're going to have fun doing that. We're going to do that right now.
Here we go! Time for Wonder Friends Show! Yeah!
All right, Wonder Friends, today we are going to draw a cat cone. We're going to turn a cat into an ice cream cone and we're going to have fun doing that. And I want to remind you of two things. Number one, you're going to draw different than me. That's great. Number two, you may feel like you make a mistake, or maybe I talk too fast and you want to get a new piece of paper or rewind. That's perfectly fine. So what we're going to do is we're going to start with our page up and down, and we're going to start with the top part of this cone. Kind of the same sort of shape, which is like just this sort of open bottom C shape, and just add in some sort of ruffle thing at the bottom just to kind of give the idea of a scoop right on top there, okay? And then we're going to use a triangle shape at the bottom for the bottom of the cone, and we're going to do a little cross hatching, which is going one direction and then going across it at the other side. The other direction. That's cross hatching, okay? Now we got that in there, and I want to just really focus on the scoop part. We're going to turn this into our character, and we're going to do it very simple. I want to keep this as easy as possible for us to turn these characters into what we're trying to do, and we're just going to start with just two triangles on each side. Okay, nice and simple, just two triangles. You can kind of already see it start to take shape just by those little things there. And then in the middle, I want to pretend that there's an imaginary line running right through here. You can almost use this point of the bottom of the cone for that, and you're going to put two zeros on each side of that line. So just one here and one there. Now we have the eyeballs, okay? Now we're going to put some eyebrows up here, just above it anywhere. You could change the angle of them, changes the different parts of those, different feel or emotion of those. I put just the number 11 right between there. Just kind of gives a little texture. And then I'm going to put two like whisker shapes on each side of that. Now in between the two eyeballs, what we're gonna do is we're gonna put an oval, and we're gonna color that oval in. That starts our nose, right? And then we're gonna do just a drop down right here of a line here, and we're just gonna put a little tiny little smile there. If you wanna make a big smile, you can. If you wanna make a circle, that would be a way of like giving it that ooh look to it, things like that. And then we're going to put in the middle of this two little dots and color those in as well. Now I want us to pretend if we had like two like mini tiny hot dogs and we cut those in half, and we're going to use those for some arms, and we're just going to put one arm here and one arm here, just like that. And then we also want to make sure that our little cat has a tail, and we're going to do that just by right here adding a shape like that. Now if you want to make a different type of tail, go for it. You can do like a big curly one, you could do a big hairy one, a big fluffy one, whatever. Change it up any way that you would like to do it. Just make a tail at the end of this. Now you may say like I want to add in some things like some stripes and some different things like that. You can do all of those. I'm going to put a couple things like circles here. You know, it could be like whatever we want to do. These are just extra things for us to be able to have some spaces to color, give us a different color. I'm going to put a little triangle inside of each one of those ears. Same idea. That just gives me a place to add some extra color, to add a little more life to this character and change up the way it looks a little. But this is where we're going to end with the drawing part of it, and we're going to move on to coloring it. Now if you want to color just like me, stay tuned at the end of this video where you can pause, where I will post a still of what mine ended up looking like, what I do after I am done shooting this video. Is I take a photo of this and I bring it on my iPad, and I use a program called Procreate where I color it in and I make it look the way I would like to make it look. If you want to use markers or crayons or anything like that to color yours, go for it. You could also do the same thing as me if you want. But that's it, guys. So we're going to sign our name on this, so everyone knows who made this awesome piece of art. Hey Wonder Friends, did you have a good time drawing that cat cone? It's kind of cool how you could take some sort of thing that we all are very familiar with, and by adding a couple elements to it, we can change it up into any different type of character that we want. What other things could you turn these ice cream cones into. We're going to do more of this just because I love the idea of taking some simple things and teaching you in a very easy way how to turn these things into characters. People do it all the time. A lot of times we get stuck looking at a character and we think it's much too difficult to draw, but learning these tiny little basic things, we can take those ideas and we can apply them to the things that we're trying to create and make the world for us a lot easier and a lot more fun. By the way, this doesn't just work for art, it works for anything. Learn how other people are doing the things that you really love to do. Copy them, figure out what works best for you, and then apply that. You'll have lots of things in your life that you kind of figure out from a lot of other people, adding little tiny details, and it makes things a lot more fun. When you get to create those things, you can make them all of your own. Speaking of fun, make sure you check out the next video coming up with that. We'll show you how to draw something, and right now you may think that you can't, but with a little bit of help and some practice, you will master it.
Hey Wonder Friends, I would love to see the art you create and feature it on one of my videos. With the help of an adult, take a photo of your finished art and post it on Instagram, Facebook, or Twitter. Don't forget to tag me so I can find it. Hey, are you looking for a signed copy of one of my books? Check out my website, wondervillestudios.com, for books, t-shirts, mugs, and more. I also do loads of school visits and would love to hear from you about scheduling a visit. Be sure to subscribe to my channel and check out all the other fun drawing lessons. Until I see you, be the weird you want to see in the world. See ya!